Hi. We early? Staying here tonight?
You booked. You
Yeah,
booked the
yeah,
cottage.
yeah. We've booked tonight.
No, you can't. We booked tonight.
You've booked tonight?
Here.
Yeah, we've booked. We've got a. I'm sure that.
Yeah.
Just here.
So have we. Okay. Right. You better come inside and we'll sort something out.
But now,
Well, we need to call the agent and sort this out. So,
yeah.
do you want to come inside?
Do you know what? I might just go get my partner and then we'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. See you in a minute. Okay.
Let's go home. Now that's been spoiled. A whole weekend. That's it. You know, started that way, and you think I'm going to continue that? No way. It's just going to.
It's gonna be fine. Come on.
No, just get in.
Hi again.
Hi. Do you wanna...
Hiya.
Hi. Hello. Probably, if you want to go get your stuff and look, why don't you just stay here tonight and sort it out with the agents in the morning? There's another room. There's 2 rooms here, so you can. Look, we can. Okay. You could go and get your bags.
Why don't we just take it outside and just discuss it, Frank?
Okay. Yeah.
Get in the car. We can stay in another hotel or something like that. We can find out.
Come on. You're already here. Come on.
I don't want to stay with a man. It's just weird. It's all your
It'll
fault.
be fine if we go to the hotel now and it's gonna
Oh,
be.
we can find
how
something.
much is-
Drive around and we'll find something. Come on.
Everything will be booked now, and it's gonna cost a fortune. Come on, just the morning.
It's just gonna ruin the whole thing for me. It's just already ruined everything for
Trust
me.
It's gonna be fine.
It's a disaster. It's
Yeah,
all
but
your
look-
fault.
Okay, right.
No.
Okay, let's try this.
Right. Rocky, you're gonna love this stuff.
Well, I hope so.
I'm just gonna. Don't drink it all at once.
Cheers.
They make it with a really long herb. It stays there for like 100 years or something.
100 years. It's got a kick. It's
Yeah.
nice. I'm quite pleasantly surprised, actually.
Yeah, you can. It's not. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Good stuff, isn't it? Oof.
Yeah.
So, actually, my family makes it back home.
In the back garden.
It's,
Yeah?
Yeah. They heat it up and cook it in this massive pot,
Mm-hmm.
and you just leave it there for about a week.
Yeah.
It's
So what-
simmering,
Apart
basically.
from
It's
the
simmering.
herbs, what else is in this?
Ah, if I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit of a family secret, that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I might give you a bottle to take home with you.
Well, I look forward to that. What's the alcohol percentage, would you say?
It's about 35. I'd
Right.
say it doesn't taste that strong.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's good.
it's
And it doesn't need anything with it.
it would actually be a crime to add anything
Yeah.
to that. You know, any kind of orange juice,
Mm-mm.
apple juice, any
Mm.
juice is it's drunk straight, neat.
So, shall we play?
Let me do this.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Will, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that in that one? Yeah, that's
It
good.
was.
Okay.
Yeah. So what did you say you did consultant?
Business.
Oh, business.
Business consultant.
Business
Yeah,
consultant,
yeah. And you?
I'm a manager at the local construction firm.
Building.
Building,
Yeah.
building, pretty boring stuff. You know,
Yeah.
nothing to shout about. But we get our moments. So I've got loads of paperwork. You know, it's just signing off all day and then
Yeah.
checking through
Yeah.
the paperwork. It's just
You don't enjoy it.
not really. I'm looking
Yeah.
how to kind of either move into a different department
Mm-hmm.
or just bugger it all together.
Ah,
that's what I'm thinking. To be honest with you,
yeah.
yourself.
I'm happy in my work. I meet a lot of interesting people.
That's good to hear.
See different people in different places. So
I was going to say, do you travel a lot then in your
Yeah.
work?
I travel around. I help people in businesses. I help people to work more constructively together,
Okay.
work
right.
together. But it's about communication, helping people to communicate better and find ways to, realise their potential in what they do.
Well, we could do with someone like you. Back in our firm, there's that lack of communication. And so one department will be doing this, and then they won't be communicating together, and so this creates a lot of problems, a lot of time wasting, a lot of unfinished business,
Yeah.
and then profits are not what they should be. Yeah, frankly speaking. So
I've come across this before in construction industry, where because different disciplines of construction,
right,
especially on a building site,
right.
will have a need to finish a contract
Mhm.
or a particular piece of work at a particular time, and they
Well,
don't.
I think that is the problem. But like I said to you, I'm fed up. I've been there for too many years.
How many is too many?
I think it's just coming 15 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and feels like I'm stuck there. One more. Cheers.
Yeah, you need that after that accident. Probably won't want you anymore. How are we going to handle life without your job?
What order are you talking about?
Oh,
Which?
do you remember yesterday? The whole place collapsed just because he messed up 2 papers.
Well, too much paperwork, and it's I've got a pile like that on my table every morning, and you do make that mistake, and then maybe you should be a bit more
A
understanding.
mistake has been
Well,
made,
I
but
do.
it doesn't mean that you
No, mistakes are
made
made
that
by
mistake. You don't
somebody,
have to own that
and
mistake.
if you made a mistake, you've got to be responsible for the consequences.
But
Why is it necessarily my mistake? It could be the next guy, and how do we know? You just don't know. I mean, nobody was hurt.
well,
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So, yeah.
okay, that's good.
Mm.
Okay, whose turn is it?
I think.
I think it was your turn.
Okay.
1,
hold on. 1, 2.
When do you collect the others from the other side?
Oh, that's a good question.
If that goes in there, can you take those and put them in there?
So 1, 2. I'm not
Okay.
sure, but I'll just go.
See how many there are. Yeah.
Yeah, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Ooh, how lucky was that?
That's very good.
Right.
So it's your go again.
That's.
Does that mean you get these in there? Is that when that happens?
Right.
Or is it?
I think.
Oh no, it's if you put it in there, you take yours.
Yeah.
Are you really finished?
Look at that.
You're not planning to finish all this?
Just it's only a small bottle. It's not even.
Are you kidding? I'm not having you stink in the car tomorrow.
This stuff doesn't stink. This stuff is made with herbs.
Yeah, tell
It
me that
does smell
tomorrow.
really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no smell, right?
Mm-mm.
There's nothing to it.
No. Have you tried any of this, Katia?
She likes
Nope. I
No.
don't drink spirit.
expensive cocktails.
Still your turn.
Oh, is it still me?
Right. Okay. Feeling nice and warm inside now.
It is. Isn't it?
Uh,
Especially good winter time. Don't need the soup.
let's try this.
I'm still gonna lose this game. I have a feeling. I can't believe what I did.
I know. Like suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
One. I think that's it. Me done. Let's go.
Not looking good, is it? Not looking good.
Why don't you do your strategic thinking in your game? Just like, your skills from the war.
From the wall.
What was I? Yeah.
From the war,
1,
you know.
What
That
is-
you want to talk about your war experience?
3. Not really. No.
You've been in the army?
It's a long story. It's a long time ago, and you know.
Yeah.
Being in that kind of situation in the war, it's not really something you should talk about. I think, especially like we're enjoying ourselves, and why talk about the war? You know, I just don't see the point, really. Kind of.
But I thought it was, it was a part of your life that you actually enjoyed, and kind of, that's why you, I don't know, you are a very organized person and kind of.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
If that goes in there, can you take those and put them in there?
I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay.
sure. But I'll just go.
See how many there are. Yeah.
Yeah, and just go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be a bit adventurous, and not knowing how many is in here. I'm going to count 1.
No, you started. You started. That's very good.
Oh, that's
So it's your go again.
that's.
Does that mean you get these in there? Is that when that happens?
Right.
Or is it?
I think.
Oh no, it's if you put it in there, you take yours.
Yeah, you're doing quite well there.
So, yeah. Let's go for this. 1, 2. I would imagine that in a situation like that, you're going to feel
Then it's bedtime.
very close to people because you're counting on each other for your lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's friends for life.
Yeah.
You don't meet people like that on the street. It's all good. Is it your Is it your turn or?
Let's say it's more calm.
Let's say, yeah.
Now, I think that means you can take those and put them in there.
Oh, right, opposite of.
I think so, yeah. If you put that in there, does that mean...
I don't know.
Let's say it is, I think so,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
I sense that you maybe don't want to talk about your time in the army in much detail.
Well, I just don't know what there's to talk about. I've been in the army. I've see some combat.
Yeah.
It's like any other job, almost.
But it's... Yeah.
The best way I can put this is sometimes, you get used to it. A man gets used to anything. So you see a bullet one day, you see a bullet the next day,
Yeah.
third day, you've seen it all. And so you go back to sleep, and you wake up early, and you carry on with your day, and it's all good,
I'm sure it's much more stressful and frightening, perhaps, maybe.
I don't see it that way. I think it is what it is.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
what it is.
This is getting dangerous. So,
Yes.
he goes in there, he goes in there.
Come on, Zlat, when it's maybe time to go to bed.
So what do you do then, Katya?
I am just an admin worker. We are the cogs of the mechanism,
Yeah.
trying to organise people, things, trying to make it flow as smooth as possible. Really.
You want?
I think so.
Good game.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I've got more in there.
Good game.
Definitely.
I'll set up again. See how it goes this time.
So in an office then?
Yeah, it's an office job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that for you? Do you enjoy it?
It's alright. It's a job, isn't it? Got to be done. Of jobs that I've always done, always been an office worker.
So you organise people at work? Do you organise this? Do you keep Zlatan organised?
I am quite an
Shall I
organised person,
think?
and
Yeah.
I do like organise other people. So
It seems to me like maybe she does.
well, I do pack his bags.
Yeah? That's trust. So
Wow.
what kind of
Well, I don't know, maybe
organising
laziness.
do you do?
I'm not
What
sure.
would you say?
Well, we are
The job that
actually
you do.
an educational institution, so dealing with students and supplies and timetables, teachers.
Is it interesting?
room
I'm not
bookings,
sure. That
you know,
you sound
kind
like
of
you're
organising.
that interested.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question, and I really don't know how to answer.
Let's play the game.
Right. You can start this time. If you
Okay.
want.
What would make it more interesting? Oh, good start.
Probably the stress level of the job, because actually it is really stressful.
Sorry, Katya. What kind of stressful is that stressful?
On the daily basis, stressful.
On a daily basis?
Absolutely. Spot on. Every hour, every minute, stressful. Lunch break, stressful.
Lunch
That type of stressful. You get stressed during the lunch break. So no rest, basically. And when I go home, I think about it. When I wake up, I think about it. When I have a shower, I think about it. Occupies my whole life.
Right. Yeah. So, it's you.
Let's have a look. Let's try this one. Can you remember a time when it was less stressful?
Well, probably when I used to be at university and school. I didn't have as much pressure as I do now. Being a grown up.
Do you want to be less stressful?
Who wouldn't?
Can you think of a time when you were this stressful, when you felt this level of intensity of stress?
Well, recently, on Wednesday, really, actually. Do you want me to?
Keep the memory, hold the memory. Try to keep the memory, follow the finger. Follow the finger. Keep the memory, try to keep the memory. Follow the finger. Try to keep the memory. Follow the finger. Focus on the feeling. Try to keep the memory. How intense is the memory now? On a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
7? Okay, good. Follow the finger. Follow the finger. Try to keep the memory. Interesting curtains. So, think of the memory. How intense is it now? On a scale of 1 to 10?
4, 5.
Yeah.
4, 5. Okay. Try to keep the memory. There's some records over there. How intense is the feeling now on a scale of 1 to 10?
2, 1. I can't believe this. This is really weird. Zlatan, you won't believe this. No stress. Amazing.
Keep what you've learned from this stress in the place you keep the learning. Yeah?
There's absolutely nothing. No stress. That's amazing.
I think it's just a lot of...
Zlatan, you've got to try
Let's
this.
give it a try. Yeah.
Oh. It's all in the box.
But how about spiders? Let's do spiders then.
Okay.
I am terrified of spiders.
Okay. Think of a memory. Think of a time when you were really scared by a spider and it was really intense. Think of that now. Okay. You got that? You got
Right,
that memory?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Right. Hold the memory. Hold the memory. Right. Okay. Follow the finger. Follow the finger. Focus on the feeling. Follow the finger. Focus on the feeling. Try to keep the memory. Okay. How intense is the feeling on a scale of 1 to 10?
If I was to see one, that'd be just about 4-ish.
4. Really?
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Let's go find a spider and we'll put it to the test. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Come on.
Find a spider.
Let's go find a spider. You don't hang bad pictures in your house, so why hang them in your head?
Because they're my friends.
Spiders! Spiders! toasted toast?
Yes, please. Something's burning around there.
Yeah, I can smell it.
I think I dropped something underneath.
A bit of butter in it.
Ooh, yeah. It'd be nice to have some garlic as well. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was my fun. You gonna let it go?
I don't want to let go. It's so cute.
You have to make a wish.
Really?
You make a wish and then you kind of blow, and if it flies off, the wish comes true.
Blow.
And then see if it flies off.
It just fell. But it's
Okay, still there.
It's still there. It didn't fly. I don't think it wants to fly.
Got to blow harder.
I blew hard, so she fell off. She's just panicking now. What's going on?
Okay.
Stress.
On three.
Stressful
On three.
bug.
1, 2, 3. That's not. Right, watch this.
She doesn't want to fly.
Maybe she's broken.
Maybe you're broken.
We're just enjoying the sun, the view,
It's just
and
a
you
joke.
have to. And you always
Just
have
a
to.
joke. Oh,
There
careful
it
with
is,
your
there
big
it is.
fingers.
There it is. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is it alive?
Yeah, leave it.
Oh, why do you have to put it on my
Hey.
back? It's fine on my hand. Oh,
fine.
just, you know, just leave it.
Playing, it's fine.
Just give it here. You're just gonna kill. Look, your,
I'm not gonna kill it.
your
She's
big
okay.
fingers are squishing it.
She's
Oh,
fine.
just, you know, just leave it.
Hey, wait up.
All right.
Yeah.
Just
So-
leave it.
Just wanna. Do you know what? What the fuck did you do last night? What did you do to my woman?
What you think I've done and what I have done
She
are
was
two
perfect.
different things.
She was perfect before she met you. And I walked down and you're pissed and you're giving
I
some
have
sessions.
helped her.
You've
Zlatan,
ruined everything for
I
me.
understand.
And what are you gonna do to fix it?
I can work with you in the same way that I work with Kathy, and you will see.
Right, what? Being half pissed
No,
and talking some voodoo nonsense.
it's not good.
What are you
How
gonna
much
do?
of a positive change that this affects, and this is what it has affected in
Right.
Katia. That you
Right,
need to-
right. You need to shut up right now because I'm standing here and listening to your bullshit. All I know is what counts. And what counts? She is a different woman. She doesn't look at me the same way anymore. She doesn't talk to me the same way. So what are you gonna do? Do you know what? Maybe I should just take this and
But I don't think
I should just fucking smash it. You fucking fix it, and I don't know how, but you fix it. Or this will go through your fucking face.
No.
Play dead. Play dead.
Give it. That's a good boy.
Didn't get me.
Got you.
Who is this guy now? Oh, it's Will. Hi, Will. He's got the same beard, hasn't he? Well.
Len. Oh, you made it.
Yes, finally. Where were you?
Oh, hi, Katya.
Oh, hi. Do you know each other?
Yeah, Katya, Elena.
Lovely to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Have you not, you met here?
Well, not really, no. We just happened to be in the museum at the same time. We've been kind of...
Passing by.
Oh,
Yeah. So, how is it that you two know each other?
The cottage.
Zlatan, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
How do you do?
Elena,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. So,
Nice.
how is it that you all know each other?
The cottage.
Double booked.
Double booked?
Double booked.
No, you're joking.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
So we stayed the night.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. They stayed. We all stayed last night.
Right, Will, let me get this. This is your wife, right? This is your wife?
Yes. Yeah, my wife, Elena.
So, have you tried to solve the double booking? Have you
Yeah,
rung
well, kind
the
of,
agency,
yeah.
anything?
We've tried to telephone them and there's no answer last
Right.
night or today. So we're just, making the best of it.
We are, indeed.
So we'll sort it out. Don't worry, we'll sort it out somehow.
Absolutely.
So that everybody's happy.
He was trying
Absolutely.
to fix things last night, wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
All right, then we're just going to leave you to it and we're just going to...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Catch you
See you
later.
later, guys. See
Once
you.
again, lovely to
See
meet
you
you.
later, yeah. What's going on?
Oh, it was so rude. You were
I haven't.
Come on, just give him it.
I don't think I've done anything.
He's taking my stress.
Why did you do that?
She was just annoying. I mean, she was just being negative and depressing and I just...
Listen, you know you can't do these things. This is not the way to go about it.
Well, I did.
But you don't even know the history. You don't even know what baggage is.
If I've been a dick, then you're different. I don't know who you are anymore. I don't know what happened, but ever
I
since
don't know, you've
last
been
night,
running around all angry today. So just stop
I
it.
don't know what I've done. Come on.
Oh, you
Done
did
anything,
eat.
come on.
Well, I don't know. He's got everything in a box. And I just don't know what to do with it.
We have to do something. We have to sort it out. I don't want to spend the night in the cottage with these people in that state.
Anxious. I feel absolute 100%. Right? And now you have got to be nice to
Do
him.
whatever, whatever it takes. Just
How could you do something so stupid? It's unethical. It's quite pathetic, actually. But you know these things. I just don't. What if they split? Split up. He might sue you.
Oh.
He might sue you as well. God.
Oh, I don't know what to do. What do I do? Oh. Can you just go back to that?
Are you
Please?
serious? You feel great now. I don't think I can go back to how I used to feel. I just feel great.
Come on. We'll find a way. Won't we? Come on, we'll find a way. You know how to do this. Be curious.
I was not. Let me tell you that.
Come on, don't be like that. I'll be nice. I'll do anything. I'll be nice to him. I swear I'll do my best. Just.
You're fine.
Cat side lamp. Come on, be curious.
Yeah. Okay. Are we okay?
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's still hairy.
It's an elephant foot and tooth. The elephant was shot in 1905. Elephants have only one tooth on each side of the jaw. And when it gets worn, another one moves forward.
This is my box. My box.
I'm sorry, I'm just interested in people, that's all that.
Doesn't need it. You sure about that? Yeah. Okay.
Hi. Hi. Do you want any help?
Yeah, go on then.
What are you making?
I'm gonna make a chili. Are you alright with chili?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Do you like it hot? Medium hot?
Medium probably. I do
Medium
like
hot.
it, you know, a bit of spice to spice up
I'm
your life.
almost finished. I just go. Actually, can you? Yes, can you take a pan of the rice, please?
Okay.
And if you just fill it.
Sure. Have you got a nice time? Got held up at work, so I had to sort out quite a few things. I'm an admin worker, an educational institution. I work. It's an office job. I deal with papers and queries and all sorts of things on a daily basis.
Yes.
How about you? What do you do?
I'm a consultant and I'm a neurosurgeon.
Right.
Yes, I work at a
Interesting.
hospital.
That's fascinating.
Yes, it is actually.
Do you enjoy that?
I do. Do we have a small pan?
Yes, we do. Right. So
Yes.
do you work in a big hospital?
So yes, it is a big one. You can't predict what's going to happen and who's going to turn up at the hospital. And unfortunately, as I was going to leave, this fellow turned up completely unconscious. He fell off his mountain bike. He hit his head. The idiot wasn't wearing a helmet.
No.
Yes, I just
Oh.
honestly I don't know what they think
Those
carelessness.
people.
Yes. Anyway, so I couldn't leave until we stabilized him. And I mean, obviously the brain is well, you can't
Can't function properly.
absolutely, so a blow like that interferes with many functions. But, I mean, at this point we still don't even know how many functions he's had damaged
Right.
yet. But to start with, he's paralyzed.
No.
And I don't know if he's going to recover his speech or
That's horrendous. And all
anything
that.
else. So,
And all
Well,
that
that's
carelessness.
well, there you go.
Yeah, no, I completely understand the stress of the job. Will has actually sorted me out about yesterday.
Yes.
All about it. I was super stressed every single day, and it was just horrendous. No, work really got to me.
So what happened? If it's not too much to ask, of course.
No, well, yesterday, literally, one of the lecturers, it was a bit of a misconduct on the side of the lecturer. Literally, that lecturer didn't even look at the work of the student and then marked it. And then the student found out when they actually questioned the mark
Yes.
because the lecturer failed them, right? It turns out to be that the lecturer didn't even look at their work, didn't even know what's it on about. So we had to to deal with a complaint. It's good fun. The thrill of it and the adrenaline, and I love helping people though, and that student was really happy, by the end of it, that we sorted it. And actually his grade went from a failed to a first, so he was chuffed about it. So yeah, no, I was quite pleased about that.
Nice, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Natural to you, but it's not to me, so I just need to get into that.
Yes, absolutely.
You seem to take it nice.
Experience through the senses. Stop thinking.
Brain, works with stress and type of thing. It was quite amazing, and I got rid of my phobias, kind of spider phobia as well. I mean, I was terrified of spiders, but he just did something with his fingers and told me a couple of things to think about, and it was just gone. So
Yes.
so
I
bizarre.
have to admit, somehow, he seems to. I'm just going to put a bit more
Yeah.
water because I will
Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Seems to work. Does he? But
Help you.
has done some magic to me, but I guess I'm a bit skeptical. So I don't know whether he actually has helped me. Yes, I would say probably yes, a bit.
I guess it's quite hard to work with your own.
Yes, I find that difficult. Yes, that's right. It's just weird when it's your husband.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess you get the giggles.
Yes, you do. Yes, and then it's just not the right thing, I guess.
I can't take seriously. Whenever Zlatan has to talk about something very serious, I can't take him seriously. I just get the giggles.
Brilliant. Well, let's wait for the water to boil.
Okay, great.
Fabulous. You know what I fancy? A glass of wine. I brought some wine.
Who chooses to do things they don't like to do? Who chooses to go to a crap restaurant even though they know that they don't like it? Who chooses to stay with a partner that they don't like or that's not good for them? Or who chooses to go on holiday to a place that they don't really want to go to? Who chooses music that they don't like? We all do. Everybody does. We're doing it all the time, even though we know that we don't like it, that it's bad for us. Just everybody is doing it all the time. Choose some music. Go on, put some music on. See what we've got. Put some music on. Go on. Put some music on. Put something on that you hate. What aren't you into?
classical. Shit. Yeah. Boring. Look at it.
How did you choose?
I know it. I'm looking at it. I know it. It's there. It's boring.
You looked. You looked, you saw it, you imagined hearing it, and you felt crap.
It's there. It's boring.
Notice how you choose. How you chose. How we chose bad stuff. We deliberately choose bad stuff, and we can choose good stuff. Zlatan, the brain doesn't know anything. The brain is just experiencing. The body knows.
But it's here. It's just in my head. Constant thinking. It's just...
It's you experiencing yourself. It's the brain experiencing itself. Decide not to think. Start feeling. Your brain doesn't care whether it's real or not. But your body knows. Making something up and then seeing how that feels.
I just want to listen to it now.
That's what you get.
Thank you. Oh, it looks so tasty.
I know, it is.
Hang on.
Pizza bread as well. Oh yes. Oh, they're doing it.
Could do with some napkins, can't we? Let me just get some.
Put salt on the... Maybe not everyone likes.
I like salt.
Yeah.
I'm happy with salt.
I like sea salt.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Voila. Serve yourselves, please. Go ahead.
Right.
Thank you. So,
Let's just put that back.
cheers.
Cheers. Yes,
Right.
please.
Cheers.
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 Oh, that's great.
Ah, it's got already.
What do we do with the tomatoes?
Yes, there
They're
are
just for
tomatoes.
show.
They're just fresh tomatoes. No, it's just a bit of salad.
Did you make this together?
Yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
That's good.
No, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it chickpea?
Yes, that's right. Beans and beans. Right. Aye. Thank you. Lovely.
Maybe play a game?
Definitely
Good one.
a game.
There's a few games here, yeah.
Bingo.
Pictionary. I don't know any of these games. I like Risk. That's my favourite
Oh,
game.
yes.
I play cards as well.
This looks good.
What's that?
Keys of knowledge.
What's some kind of
Celtic.
Jenga?
Celtic wisdom sticks. Let's have a look.
Go on then.
It says
That looks
it's
interesting.
an
Need some
Ogham
wisdom.
oracle. Okay, so we have a bag
Oh, I like that.
and
I like the sticks.
we have some sticks
Interesting.
and a book. So that's
Wow.
it. Nothing more than that. Let's have a look. This looks really interesting. It says on the box, keys of knowledge. You hold in your hands a wealth of ancient wisdom. Open the pack
Wow.
Inside.
and you are ready to access this knowledge for yourself. Of the ancient Ogham alphabet, or Ogham alphabet. Each letter in this form of the alphabet represents a tree. And so the sticks are imbued with the poetic tree memory and the magic and folklore of Celtic tradition.
Okay.
By casting the woods and rolling the indicator stick, is there an indicator? Guidance. Rolling what?
Well,
Rolling
stick.
the indicator stick.
is there an instructions leaflet manual?
Content.
Indicator
That's
stick.
exactly what I was
So
going
do
to
these all
do.
look the same? Okay, let's carry on. You can then consult one of 80 possible
Oh, that one is
oracular
different.
answers to your question. Become
Right. Yes.
silent. Dwell on your issue and seek the heart of the oracle. Let the 2,000-year-old wisdom of this
You're right,
ancient
this is
tradition now reveal its secrets. Pack contains 20 Ogham wood
It looks like
sticks
it.
plus indicator stick, Hessian bag, and that book.
Right,
So have you found the
Yeah.
indicator stick?
Yes.
Right,
Right,
say
oh,
it here?
that's right up your street.
By casting the woods and rolling the indicator stick, you will invoke the sacred winds of direction for from branch. The Ogham. The Ogham alphabet.
Oh, I see. So you've got those markings on the sticks.
Yeah.
So
What does the
you
next
can-
mean then?
Like that one would be.
So that is from the rowan tree. The title is Louis.
Yeah.
And then you read the Louis
Right.
in the book.
Yeah, that's right.
Part
it
1,
says
keys of
Louis there.
page 44.
Indicator stick.
And
What's that?
memory of the trees, rowan. The saving herb draws healing
So,
through
how
its
would it
root.
read then?
Okay. If you are an asker, you will be a knower. Poetry is knotty and wily. The riddles you hear are windows and the door is inquiry.
Right. So how do we play this game?
Okay. Using the Ogham stick.
I
Well, I might have to
We
read
don't have to
this.
read the whole book.
That's what I'm trying to
Before we
avoid
come
reading
to
the
it.
whole book. Using the Ogham sticks. The 20 sticks are inscribed with the tree name, letter, and Ogham, marking the Ogham alphabet. So the Ogham alphabet is towards the pointy end. Each of the Ogham sticks has a possible 4 oracles attached to it.
4.
So
Just the wind taking off again.
once you have selected the stick or sticks to make a reading, use one of the methods outlined in this part or one of your own methods when you become more experienced. When we consult an oracle, we come directly in touch with sources of wisdom beyond our own. To divine means to ask the gods. Divination is not a tool for the curious. The integrity of the diviner plays an important part in all forms of divination. If we are in a respectful and attentive state when we consult the oracle,
Right, okay, we can't be here for the next half hour reading a book. Can we just get down to the instructions? There must be like a shorter version of
Cheers
just
to
how
that.
to.
Okay.
Cheers to that.
Well,
There. We can't read a book right now.
here are a few guidelines to help you frame your questions. So we have to ask questions. We have to ask the oracle questions. Look,
Right.
this
Come
is.
on, then let's do
Right,
it. Let's
yeah.
start.
Here we'll find our answers.
D,
We'll
E.
learn
So
how to do
all
it
of
on the
these
way.
are
Do you
alphabet.
actually want to ask a question? Whatever you ask is what you will be told about. Remember that when the answer has been given, you will have the responsibility.
Signs. So you roll it like this.
Somebody with a question.
By casting
Right,
the and rolling
yes,
the indicator.
that's
So
right.
what have we got here?
Yeah, it's pointing
Right,
this
so
way to
what happens now? I've
Right, so
rolled
is
it
it
and
south,
what
west,
do we
south?
have
So
there?
this is
What is that?
west.
What do you
It's
think?
telling us the
What is
west
that?
is over
West is
here.
this-
So that is
What
south.
letter is
Right.
Okay, so this is the
Okay.
indicator
Right.
stick here. So that is south. Or is it that one?
That one.
No, that's west.
Okay, so
But there's
we've got
also
west.
a pointer. It's pointing this way to west.
Right, so is it southwest?
So this is right west. It's telling us
I
that
think we
west
need the
is over
western
here.
side, is that right?
So that is
Got A.
south. This is
Right.
west.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So
Right.
do we need to
And
pull the
just
sticks on the table?
Yeah, do it.
yeah.
Right.
So we're going west. We're going southwest.
Just west.
Just
no,
west.
just west. I think
So
Will
this
was
turn.
right. Yes.
So F and U.
is that right?
F and
Once
U.
you
have
darling.
selected the stick or sticks to make a reading using one of the methods
F,
outlined
U, is
in
it?
this, or one of your own methods, you need to find out which oracle attached to the stick answers your question.
FU.
Fern. So we have fern.
Fern,
Just
sorry.
find a fern tree, but only with an A after the U. Get an
I'm
answer.
still thinking of the FU.
But it is a few though. That's your answer.
A
Did
few
you ask the
is-
question?
No, I didn't know.
Who asked the question then?
Oh, you would have.
Slattern did.
Okay.
Did I?
Did you ask
You asked the question,
No,
so
I
you
didn't.
got because you didn't ask the question. There you go. F
You
you.
like this? You're hedging your bets, but now is the time to dare and risk. F in the west.
F in the.
F in the west, okay?
F to the west.
Question beforehand. Let's not do the same.
So, Zlatan. F in the west. It says this.
Sure, I want to play.
No
No game anymore.
generous. Counting the full cost makes the result more appreciated.
Okay. Shall we just
I
Come
like
on.
this. The question is, do you dare to dance on the edge of risk?
do you dare to dance in the edge of risk?
Risks only when they're planned and controlled.
I think
Decide whether you're going to take a risk or not. Is there something you in your life, in your situation that you might?
so. Are you a risk taker?
Help me out here.
Well, I think it's answering you with another question.
Yeah, can you not answer me with an answer?
Well, this is not Will's fault. This is what it says
Right.
in the
Oh.
book.
If the book says that you are, that now is the time to dare and risk, how does that make you feel?
Good.
Good.
So, shall we have
Okay.
somebody else with a question?
Right, yes.
You think about that
I'll have
one.
a go.
Jiggle the stick.
This one.
Wow.
Yes, I would say so.
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay.
Just the one.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the holly
that
tree.
sounds-
That's 56.
So, what do we have?
T.
T in the. Which direction was it?
North.
North. T in the north. You are singing the same old song without regard for the tune. Old patterns and sleights can warp intention from its true pathway.
Okay.
Huh?
Stop there. I think the first sentence is enough. Read it
Shall I
again.
give you the question?
Mm.
What new song is waiting in the wings? What new song is waiting in the wings?
My job.
Yeah. Could be.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I'll have a go. I'm gonna do it slightly different this time.
Pointing to you. Now it's pointing to the wall.
Yeah.
So the stick that you pick up are either pointing that way or that way.
Yeah. No.
I think.
Right,
I
I
mean,
was
that's
looking
my
at-
interpretation.
Why are these arrows here then in different directions? One, that
Yeah,
arrow
well,
is
that's-
pointing to you. That one is pointing
Yeah,
left.
yeah. It just
And this one is pointing back.
somebody didn't want me to read the instructions, so we will never know the answer to that question.
Okay. Now I'm gonna roll the stick. Ah.
There, this one.
Do
Here.
this one, no?
Look, if you look at that direction.
Oh,
I
you mean
think
you
it's
need to
this.
go like that?
Yeah, it's this
Oh,
one.
right.
So that's what the arrow is for, pointing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, what are we?
And then you give this,
Fascinating.
get the signal.
Rui.
Where is your generosity outrunning your judgment here?
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting that's about.
It could be about many things. But yes. It's good.
Where is your generosity outruns what?
Your judgment.
One stuck.
Ooh.
It's gonna be the one.
Okay.
Okay,
What we
so
got?
So that looks like it's going to be this one. Strafe. Strafe pointing to the left.
Latvian. Reddest
Cool.
of reds.
Oh,
How
Goodness.
true is that?
How, yeah, accurate. Like blood from out the heart. It lies quiescent in the vat at start.
quiescent.
Quiescent in the vat. at
What does that even mean?
But rouses to an angry bubbling heat, searing the leap with secrets knowing keys.
Can you read that line again? That
If you acquiesce
difficult word.
to something.
Quiescent.
Yes. What,
So
can
it
somebody
lies-
tell me what it means, please?
Okay.
How to spell it? Ava?
Quiescent means in a state or period of inactivity or dormancy.
Oh.
So is that basically saying you're lazy?
No.
It lies
stagnation.
dormant, but
Something
rouses to an
lies
angry,
dormant in
bubbling hiss, searing the lip with secrets, knowing
When
kiss.
a hunter wants to creep up on the
What
animal,
kind of secrets?
he's been on the animal he's been tracking, he makes no noise and continually checks the direction of the wind. Wherever you go, you need to use the same tactics. A little native cunning will be to your advantage. Now is not the time to flag your approach. If you wish to succeed, you must learn the art of camouflage. Question.
Well, you're not dressed to camouflage tonight, are you?
Unless I'm in a strawberry field, maybe. or-
Yes, you're not very good at camouflaging, darling.
What does it say
Question.
here? Exercise more cunning
Right. Yeah.
as you stalk
Exercise.
your prey.
Well, who's your prey
What
then?
was the question? Sorry, I was laughing too hard.
Mr. Phrenology Head.
The magic that we see and experience, it's all in here. It happens in here, in there, inside. Not out there. Not out there. This tells us everything is rigid. It tells us that it's all mapped out.
What
Everything.
I was thinking is, picture an animal like, I don't know, a soggy pigeon.
A what? A
A
what?
soggy pigeon,
Okay.
right?
A soggy
Can you
pigeon.
picture a soggy pigeon?
Let me just.
Really cold because it's raining. That pigeon is not wishing that it was sunny. He's not thinking, it was so nice this morning and now look at the weather. Is he? It's not. So, he's not thinking either. I know.
Sorry.
It's a silly idea, but it's good. It works.
Yeah.
So that pigeon is not thinking either of other pigeons in the world that may be in a better situation than he is. Right? It's only us humans that can't do that. Think what it could be like, what it might be like, what it was yesterday, what it might be like tomorrow, what it is for like to other people. That's imagination. Now, the question is that good? Is it a step up in evolutionary terms? Or is it actually some kind of thing we're dragging and then it's not helpful?
I would imagine myself warm and dry.
I don't think you
I would. And then I would feel warm and dry.
Hmm.
And I would feel much better for it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Anyway, cheers to that. I still think science is better. I prefer science. Poor soggy pigeons.
Yeah, but then you see, even science is just a belief system.
No, it's not. Science is a method, it's not a belief. Maybe Zlatan is up. Why don't you go and play with him? You like playing with him, don't you? Go and talk to him. Don't do any of your weird things. Just talk like a normal person to one person to another person. Don't magic your stuff on him. Yeah, you know what I mean. Off you go.
And you go like that. You can just do that. There you go. You can just take the small ones, put them on top of the big ones. You know, lie that one over there, and then just you can land on top of that one, and then there you have it.
Which one is you?
I'd say which one? I'd say that one's me. Yeah, that's what. You know, 007. 007.
Good.
That's me.
Put that one down in the middle.
Right here.
Here.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Where are your friends?
Okay. This one is George, Simon, and then this is Matthew. That's what we got there. That's Matthew. Just there.
And these small cards on the top, who are they?
These ones?
Yeah.
These are my friends. These are my friends. These are my friends. Because the bigger cars, they're not my friends. These are my friends. Simon, Matthew, George, Mark. These are my friends.
Who or what are the big cars?
They're going to bring my friends back. They'll bring them back. That's what they're there for. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Bring them back now.
Okay.
Notice how that feels.
How this feels?
How does that feel?
How this feels?
What happens if your friends come off the big cars and they stay with you?
I'm not so sure about that. I never thought about what happens.
See what happens.
Shall I? Okay, right. Just bring them.
See what happens.
Easier. It feels something. It's. Ah, fuck. It feels like some kind of weight off my shoulders.
Do the others.
I feel safe.
Why did you move you in the middle?
I'm surrounded by my friends now, and I feel safe.
Move them closer.
I feel safe.
Keep moving them until you feel good.
Feels good.
Morning. Katja. Zlatan. Morning, guys. Will?
Yeah.
Can you come up?
Yeah. What is it? Right.
Why did they just leave like that?
Get up in the middle of the night without making a sound. The stairs creak.
Something is not
Maybe they're ninjas.
making any sense.
Zlatan will have probably led the way. With his military training, he'll have probably staked out the creaks on the stairs. He will have known exactly which
Yes.
stairs creak in exactly which position, and he's crept down, putting his feet really carefully on the bits that don't creak in the corners, and then turning round to Katya and gesturing to her and saying, "Just stand there. Don't put your foot there." Guiding her down. Probably hopped down the last two, and then crept through the kitchen, and then through the doors. These doors make a noise when you open them.
They are strange bunch of people, aren't they? Really, they didn't strike me as very normal people,
They probably thought that about us.
would they?
Certainly me, anyway.
Maybe. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
How could they do that? How could he just...
It was too much for him.
Do you think anything will come of this?
Consequences. Well, to be honest, last night I was quite relaxed about that. I thought it was all going to be okay. But then this sudden escape just makes me feel a bit...
That's exactly what they did. They escaped. From us. From me.
Yeah. You were a bit of a threat, weren't you?
He saw what he thought was a journey that he didn't want to go on. What he didn't see, that it was change, instant change. And it was done. And he thought he was going to get up today and there was going to be more of that, and he just didn't want any more of that. So.
Yeah. It's awful to say, but I don't think those two are going to last too long.
How could they go to bed, everything's fine, and then come to the decision, somehow together, that it's the right thing to do is to leave without speaking to them?
Why? Why did they do it? He just needs his box of stories.
But they're not real. The brain isn't like that. It's senses. And it's instant. It's about neurons firing off. You know that.
Yeah, I know that, yes. But most people don't know that. Yet. Most people, they believe they are the result of stories. It just makes sense to them.
It's all about the senses. It's about patterns and information and maps. It's about the plasticity of the brain. If they understood that they can change their map, they can change the world, we can all change the world.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. But right now, I think you need to step back a bit. You need to move into a second position. Look back at yourself working with other people. So there you are. You know the brain is magic, but these other people believe they are stories. What would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself to keep going, to keep getting the message out to people that they can change, that they don't have to believe in these bullshit stories that they're being told every single day. I feel so alone. I feel so isolated because everybody else is like that, and I just want to help them.
And I'm really sorry, but right now I'm going to have to go for a run because the weather might change again. Okay, see you later.
Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah, you too. point that at me.
Sorry.
What is it? What
Slatan.
are you doing with that?